Hello everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Life with Patty. I'm glad you're here. I just got off work. It's Saturday afternoon. It's 77 degrees outside and beautiful with just a slight breeze. I'm always a weather kind of buff. You'll notice that about me. Anyways, today we are going to make stuffed bell peppers. So it's going to be in a couple different increments because I'm going to have to cook everything up and it has to simmer for a while and then it has to bake in the oven. So I will take a break and then come back and then come back. But anyways, let's get started. Super easy, super delicious. I know I've told you before I don't like cooked bell peppers, but I like the flavor that it gives. So I'll eat the stuffing on the inside. My husband will eat the whole thing. So this is one of those recipes that's kind of like meatloaf or whatever, whatever you have in your cupboards usually is what I'll end up using. So I am going to start out with 2 pounds of ground beef, and I'm going to add that to my pot here that I'm going to brown. And this is also one of those items that you can make these up ahead of time, and then you can stick them in the refrigerator till the next day, and then when you come home from work, just pop them in the oven. So it's one of those easy meals. All right, I'm gonna go over to the other side and wash my hands really quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back and we have our 2 pounds of ground beef into our pot here, starting to brown, okay? And this is probably going to be a little different than most recipes that you've seen. My mom used to make stuffed bell peppers, and she would make up all the stuff in the meat, just like you kind of would do with a meatloaf, and she'd put it into the bell pepper raw and cook it that way. And then she had to cook it forever and ever and ever to get all the meat to cook. And I just really didn't like it. I mean, I loved my mother with all my heart. I did not like her stuffed bell peppers. And then I don't know how I came upon learning that you cook your meat ahead of time. Boom! Got yourself a good stuffed bell pepper. So second thing we're going to put in there, and you know me, I love onions and I love garlic. I love cheese. I love butter. Might be one of the reasons why I'm a tad bit overweight, huh? What do you think? So I'm going to put this whole onion in here. And like I've told you in so many of my recipes already, if you don't like onions or you don't like garlic or whatnot, you just simply don't put it into your recipe. I'm not real picky about how I slice everything up. It's usually not really, small, fine diced onions. It's kind of chunky, but they cook down. So I don't really worry about it just being so beautiful. As more, I would want it to be scrumptious. I was at work all day today, and it was so beautiful outside. I just wanted to be out of the store in my yard or at my home or something. So, yay, finally I am. All right, so I have my whole onion diced up. Right into the pot it goes with my hamburger. And it sautés along with the hamburger. I did buy the lean ground beef, so I probably won't have to drain it. Now, if you don't buy the extra lean ground beef, you will have to drain everything once you're done. Okay, the next item I'm going to put in is garlic. You guys, it's straight up, I'm spoiled and I'm lazy. I don't like to peel my garlic. I buy the pre-peeled in the little packages. Never goes to waste in our house because we use so much garlic. But I know that economically, I would probably save a lot of money if I would just buy it by the clove and peel it myself. But I'm not. And you know what? I put a lot of garlic in here. You're probably thinking, what the heck? Well, Emerald and I could be really good friends. You know Emerald Lagasse, the chef, because I bam it up all the time. So here's my chopped up garlic going into the pot, and it's like I said with the onions, it's not a super, you know, finely cut garlic. It's just big chunks because it's gonna cook down. Oh my gosh, this looks great already. Okay, so like I said, I'm one of those, I just find things and I just add them and add them and add them. So we're gonna do some fresh mushrooms in here, and I'm gonna slice them up. And I don't know how many to tell you, just, you know, maybe 10 or 12. Some people don't like the taste of cooked mushrooms. I'm not one of those people. We love mushrooms. I've never worked with, I'm actually going to move these bell peppers. I've never worked with portobello mushrooms, and so I think I'm going to have to try that, because I saw on another channel a lady that had bought, her name was Jan, and it wasn't my great friend Jan from New York City. It was another Jan. I can't remember her last name now, but she had bought some huge portobellos, and she was going to make portobello steak. And I thought, wow, that's different. But I love a portobello sandwich, so you know, I'm gonna get some portobellos sometime and try them out and see how I like them. If any of you have tried portobellos, let me know what you think of them and how you cook them. All right. Well, I think we have all of the mushrooms that I'm going to put in, and I think I put about 12 of them in there. And my hamburger is browning very nicely. Next, I'm going to get my bell peppers ready. So I have this little square pan that I'm going to bake them in. I chose the red bell peppers this time because in what did I make the other day that I used bell peppers, and they were so sweet. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go back and get some more of the red ones. So I just chop off the little top and then take out the insides. We're gonna place them right in our pan. If you have leftover meat mixture after you're done stuffing your bell peppers, that's just a plus. You can have that as a leftover, and you can put it in some taco shells, or you could just eat it in a bowl by itself. But we always use up the rest of the mixture later, so even if it doesn't fit into the bell pepper, it's okay. You can use it for something else. There's 2 and 3. Okay, now the next few ingredients that I put in, I think might surprise you. And you know, it's always like all those recipes where you say, oh, my grandma used to put this and this and this in it. This was just me playing around with the recipe, and I came up with this myself. And here we go. So we have a box of beef rice-a-roni. We're gonna put the entire box plus the seasoning packet into our mixture here. And this is why we'll probably have to turn it off and come back, because the rice is going to have to cook, and that's probably going to take at least 20 minutes or so. And in goes the packet, the seasoning packet, okay? And because we have that rice, of course, we're going to have some juices in there, right? So you know me and black olives. I love black olives. So I have a small can here again. Let's see. Oh, you guys, you know what? My red glasses broke. I had to buy some new ones today. I don't know. But I loved my red ones, but they're just cheaters. So, anyways. All right, Patty, stop yapping. Okay, 3.8 ounces of sliced olives. If you have a whole can of whole olives in your cupboard, and you want to use that, go ahead and use that. You can slice them up and put those in there. I'm not going to drain the juice because I'm going to use that juice to help cook the rice. All right? So in goes my black olives. Okay. And then, I don't know about you guys, but we love corn. I had a can of cream corn in the cupboard. So, you know where it's going. Boom, boom, right into our pot here. That will also cook up a lot of that rice in there. Mix that around. And then the last thing I'm going to put in here is, usually I would put some diced tomatoes or stewed tomatoes or even some fresh chopped tomatoes in there from the juices, and that helps cook up the rice. But look what I had here. Some extra salsa. We had a barbecue and I didn't use up all this salsa, and I thought, how in the world am I ever going to use up all this salsa? Well, we're going to use some today, aren't we? Not all of it. And I don't know how to tell you how much because I'm just going to put a few scoops in there. So 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 big scoops. All right? And I still got salsa. I don't know. You know, you can put them on your baked potatoes. They say that tastes good. So I still got half a container. All right. We're going to mix this up. And I think that we actually have enough juices in here to cook the rice. Maybe I'm going to have to add just a little. I'm going to add a half a cup of water. Okay, you guys? Be right back. I'm going to add just another half a cup of water just to help cook this rice. I'm going to show this to you. And then I'm going to have to turn off the video for about 20 minutes and let this rice cook, and then we'll be back. I don't know if you can really see that or not. Can you see that? And we're going to put this on about number 3 on here. And I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to let that simmer for about 20 minutes. And then I shall return with a clean counter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, you guys. I'll see you in about 20 minutes, all right? Bye-bye.